Hi guys, am I live? It says I'm live. So I'm giving this a try. Okay, so I have this ThinkPad Chromebook that I get to use at work. And since I'm off on winter break for 3 weeks, I decided to bring it home and give it a try to see if I can use it because my high quality laptop with Windows 10 has a horrible camera, but the students at the school get to use a similar pad to this, and it seems like, I mean, they have to record things for projects like on Loom and stuff like that. So I decided, you know what? If they can do it, I can do it. So I decided to bring it home and give it a try to see if I can do a live stream. What I'm going to do, though, while I'm going to see if I can manage this. While I am here on the live stream, I am going to, I don't know if it made it go away, but I just had to open a new tab. And I am going to log into Facebook with the other tab. And pop back over here and make sure you can see me. And I imagine what I'm thinking is, as long as this camera is running, I can be seen. Even if I switch over to another tab, I should be able, you guys should be able to see me. So I'm going to hop on over here. It's still thinking, but maybe if I remove myself from these other, right over here, and it'll not think so hard. So then I'm going to announce it on Facebook, but I'm going to do it on my Candy Hill Homestead Facebook account. I think that's the one. For whatever reason, Facebook won't let me do okay, switch account or something like that. Manage settings, log out. Let's see what it'll let me do. So I can log back in. There we go. Oops. Okay, hold on a second here. Oop. There you go. Back. Oh, no, I know what that one. Not this. So, oops. No. Back one more. Backspace all of this and go. Okay. Let's see. I don't know if it's the same. Let me look. Let me see. Let me see if it works. That'd be great. So I apologize for all this weird, but it is like kind of testing, you know. I am trying to figure out if I can do this, because if so, that means it's on. Because yeah, that's what I've been wanting to do, is go live, and I can't go live because this other, sometimes it's the internet here, and then my laptop is, well, I have my phone. That's one option, which is a feasible option. And then the other option is, was my laptop, but the camera on it, it's like you see trails. And this one, this one's pretty good. It's bad, the other camera. I can't believe how awful it is. So right now I'm just trying to get this to, oh, yep. Oh, good. Okay, so I'm in there now. So I will share that I'm in And there. Okay. Should be. Yes. Did it go? Did she go? Duplicate status update. Oops. My bad. Sorry. Alrighty. So, see if anyone comes to visit. Hi. So, yeah, I was going to do a video today. I'm doing my 30 for 30, and what I noticed is a lot of people are calling it Vlogmas, which I think is cute. Too bad I didn't think of that. So, I'm still just going to go ahead and call it my 30 for 30. But, oh my God, I just realized today, only 9 days till Christmas. I am not ready. I am so not ready. I mean, I have a few of my Christmas presents taken care of, and I'm going real frugal this year. But, you know, right now, with as far as the grandkids go, they have, you know, the thing that's driving me nuts is my original thinking was they have other grandparents and their parents to get gifts from. My kids have me, their parents, to get gifts from, and the significant others, if there's a significant other. My daughter has a significant other, and one of my sons has a significant other, but not two of my other kids. So I'm just going to go ahead and get gifts from my kids. And then as far as my grandkids, I know that they're going to get hooked up. They have a mom and a dad. And then I was thinking grandparents, and I realized, oh my gosh, like one granddaughter, she has a lot of grandparents. With one of my grandsons, my granddaughter Claire has her dad, her mom, stepmom, then she has her grandma, and then her stepdad's mom. So there's a lot of grandparentage on that side. Then my grandson Owen, he has his mom and her mom, that her mom's mom, I mean his grandma on that side. So there's more grandparenting over there. I have two step grandkids that are pretty new, not new in age, but new to the family. And from what I understand, she has family, but her parents have passed away. So then I thought, oh, that's kind of what made me think, oh no, that's kind of messed up. What to just like, but so right now I'm just keeping it to a minimum. My grandson Jesse, he has kind of like a grandpa on his mom's side. I think he calls him grandpa. I'm not sure, but he's not biological. So he's like an adopted grandpa. So I'm not 100% sure how all that plays out. Adopted to his mom, not even him, So I don't know if he gives him gifts. I don't know if they do family time together. I don't know how all that plays out because the family, there's, my son's not with her anymore. So yeah, that's where I was thinking with all that. I wanted, I'm just a frugal grandma anyway, but so I am going to be spending time with most of my grandkids on Friday, and we're going to make gingerbread cookies. And my gingerbread men, this is cool. Oh my gosh, I wish I even thought of that to bring it in here, but I'm all the way in my room. I have my grandmother's gingerbread man cookie cutter, and it is like about a foot tall. It's really cool. I have two littler ones, and then this big foot tall, ginormous gingerbread man. So we're going to use that gingerbread man. I mean, I'll use the smaller ones too, but how cool would that be? The kids will get this like big giant cookie to take home. And I have food coloring and all kinds of stuff. And I did this with my own kids one time. And I had, I'm telling you, like all the kids in the neighborhood, I think I had like 10 or so kids at my house. And I took my dining room table and I stuck it out on the patio and covered it in plastic and then made every color you can imagine. And these big giant gingerbread men, and they just had a heyday and decorated. They put jeans on them and all kinds of stuff. There was no traditional looking gingerbread man. I'm telling you, they had crazy hair and mohawks and all kinds of stuff. So they had a lot of fun with that when we did that. So I thought, I think my kids were a little bit older when we did it. They weren't quite teenage. Well, maybe they were. I don't remember exactly when we did it, but my kids, uh, range in age was going to be 35 this month, and my youngest is 29. So I think my oldest was probably in junior high about the time, and my daughter was pretty young. So it was just fun times. Yeah. Those are the crazy times too. I'm telling you, and I don't know why I do it. I do it because I really enjoy seeing the kids do this, the excitement on their face. I feel like I'm going to go nuts. Literally, my brain feels like it's misfiring like crazy because, I'm just like, it's so chaotic, the chaos is incredible, but I just really enjoy watching the grandkids do this. So when they come over on Friday, my daughter-in-law is coming with the kids because I'm going to see if my other grandson wants to come, but the lion's share of the grandkids are with my son, Christopher. So, so he had two of his own. She has two of her own. And then together they have one, my grandson, Topher, or Christopher, but they call him Topher. So, yeah, that'll be fun. And then, and what's today? Oh, I'm talking about, that's like Christmas is right after that. Where's my phone? I'm all of a sudden thinking to myself, this is crazy. Candy, I told her come Friday because she works on a Friday. She doesn't work on a Friday. Hold on a second, please. I'm live streaming. So she doesn't work on Friday. So I had invited her to come on Friday, but now I have to look at I'm going to see if there's a calendar in this Chromebook, which I don't know all the, hope that didn't make the picture go away, but I got to see if there's a calendar on here. So I want to see what my options are for, I don't see a calendar. That's really weird. I don't know. Let me see. Wait a minute here. 9 days away. I can't even think. Okay, Christmas is 9 days away. Today is Sunday. 7 days from today is Sunday. Monday, Tuesday. So Tuesday or Wednesday is Christmas. So I think that's okay. Friday will work. And then that'll give me some time to get the kitchen all the way cleaned up and get the dining room table all nice. I mean, that should be plenty of time, really. I posted that one video about my dirty kitchen. It really is a never-ending job, mainly because I'm the only one who does dishes. But, well, my husband helps out periodically. But especially when I burnt my hand. But look how awesome this looks. I mean, here's my good hand, and here's my burnt hand. You can't even tell. This camera is not that horrible. It's a little bit pinker, like, see this finger and then this finger. It's a little bit pinker, but other than that, it was hurting a lot last night because I hadn't used anything on it in a while. So yeah, it's feeling a lot better. I mean, how does that happen? Well, I'm going to call that God. God hooked me up. He blessed my socks off, because nobody gets a 2nd-degree burn and then like a month later is completely healed. And I even have complete range. They said that most people get what's called contractures, where I guess the skin gets hard or whatever, and you can't bend your joints, and you get stuck. You can't open up all the way. You can't bend. I can do a completely tight fist. So I'm cool. So how cool is that? I'm pretty excited. So it's still uncomfortable when I get it in really hot water. Or if I don't use lotion enough during the day, I'm still using the Aquaphor on it, and I'm using really good hand cream on it. If I don't use that, then it does tingle and burn, and the tingling kind of feels like when, say, your foot falls asleep. So it's a frustrating feeling. And for some reason, I don't know why, but it feels better if I like hold it up. So that makes me think it's circulation. Hey, JaTon, how are you doing? I have a friend on here. Finally, I'm able to do a live stream. Can you believe it? I'm gonna see if I can. No, I just a real quick recap. I work for a school, and they gave me this little laptop thing called, it's a ThinkPad, and they call them Chromebooks for the students. And so I decided, I'm home for 3 weeks for winter break. So I decided to bring it home and see if it'll work better than my laptop, which has Windows 10 on it. Okay. Windows 10, and the camera totally sucks. So, but it looks like this camera is working pretty good, and I'm live. So I'm hoping I'll be able to do this a little bit more often, because tell me, is it to me, what I'm seeing here on the screen looks pretty good, but is it choppy or anything, or weird? My internet is not horrible, but I don't know how a live stream would act. Like when I'm doing an upload from a video. Awesome. Oh, I'm so happy. When I'm doing an upload from a video, it sucks pretty bad. It slows down to, like, I don't know what the bandwidth stuff is called, but bandwidth. So, yeah. Anyway, I was going to do a video today, but I hurt my back. And I was going to do one to show everybody what a pain in the butt it is for me to actually do videos. As much as excuse me, I'm on my bed. And as much as I absolutely love making videos, all I have is my cell phone and such a tiny area to set up the camera. I don't know how I hurt my back. I have no idea. I think I maybe twisted it or contorted something while I was in the garden. I wasn't even doing anything really heavy duty in the garden, but I kind of cleaned up my yard. I pulled the raised beds up, stacked them on top of each other. They weren't that heavy though. And just kind of moved a few things around so that it's ready for the winter, because Here I get snow um, and once the ground hardens, I'm going to, not even bother with my yard for a while. I'm trying to get my son to help me out in the garden. His back is than mine. Actually, it's a lot worse, but he's young and in way better shape than I am. Hold on, let me see if I can set this up. So yeah, he's 30 years old, but he broke his back 4 years ago and has fusions. But he's a mechanic, so he goes out and lifts engines and stuff like that. Is in pain at night, but he's doing his job is his his hobby. His job is his hobby. So, they after he broke his back, they told him that, excuse me, he wouldn't be able to do his work on cars. Excuse me, oh my gosh. So, but he's doing it. He's living his dream. Yep. He doesn't make a whole lot of money, but it's because he loves excuse me, I keep trying to reposition myself because I sat myself in a funky spot on my bed. I was just so excited about being able to see if I could do this. Has he healed from his accident? Yeah, it was 4 years ago. And when that happened, he fell asleep behind the wheel. He was only 3 miles from the house. And he did like a 360 or 180 or something like that in the road. And went down a 50-foot embankment. And he broke his back, 2 vertebrae. And he broke both of his scapulas. He broke 6 ribs in 10 places and punctured both of his lungs. Is that it? And whacked his head. So they had him in a medically induced coma for a while. And I have a little like a slide video in my videos of the one. Oh, he is a walking miracle. And I have a little slide of like, it starts off with him being in a coma in the bed, and then it ends with him sitting up going like, so he went, he was in a coma, and then there's one picture of the physical therapist. And then there's in the same video are pictures of the car. So I posted that up a while ago when I first started doing videos, and I didn't really know how to do certain things. So, he is absolutely and he recognizes that too. He loves the Lord. I'm telling you, absolutely loves the Lord, and it recognizes that the Lord blessed his socks off, totally blessed his socks off. So, and he's grateful every single day. Oh, you did watch those. Cool. Oh, you think so? Yeah. So, absolutely. Yeah. And so then I had another son get in a car accident at the beginning of this year on January 8th. And I never did a video of that. Part of the problem is that son is really, really private. So I could show pictures of the truck, but he's so weird about being on video. So he's pretty good. He has not gone back to work yet, but I think he could. If he were watching, that would be hint, hint. But he does have, his whole pelvis was reconstructed. He'd had 1 punctured lung, head concussion, and a completely shattered pelvis. So otherwise, he's doing great. He really is. There's certain things like he tried skateboarding again because he was a skater before then, and he's just like, oh my God. But he's going to be 35 this month. So I think that maybe he's done skating. And besides, he's a big guy, he's like 6'5". So 6'5", and probably after that reconstructed hip thing needs to lose a few pounds. Just not so much because he's just a bulky guy, and being up on the skateboard at 6'5". So yeah, they're all doing great. I think that they all got blessed. Unfortunately, that son does not have a close relationship with God, so I don't know if he sees it like that. So he's pretty slender, huh? 6.6. My son is over 200 pounds. I think he's like 230 pounds. So yeah, both my sons, I have two that are 6'5", and um, they're not. They might be a little bit heavy, but not real heavy. Just kind of, they like food. 30. You know what? Oh my gosh, that's my son Rowan wears about a 29 waist. So he's very thin, yeah. And 36, oh my gosh, he has really long legs. I wear a 36, and it's really hard for women to get pants that are 36. I have to order them online. I have to and I can't order them at just any place. I have to get them at specific places. Right now it's been blue navy. Very hard. Oh, it's hard for guys too? Because I've noticed, like, I don't know if you remember this store. It was called The Gap or something. Was it The Gap? I think I could buy pants that were long enough there only if they were the men's pants. I used to get the men's 501 jeans, and they rode lower on the hips, but I didn't care. I was young. But yeah, that was the only way I could do long pants. Otherwise, they thought that if a woman was tall, she was wide or something. And I was super, super skinny when I was young. I was like super skinny. And then I had kids, and that changed all that. Now I'm not so super skinny. I'm skinnier than I was, though. I lost like 80 pounds, but I gained 10 back. So we'll call it 70. But losing weight wasn't an intentional thing, although I totally wanted to lose the weight. And I think it's a glorious thing, and I'm hoping to keep it off. But losing the weight was a health issue that I had. So, and since I gained 10 pounds back, that my health has gotten better. So, I don't know. Hi, honey. My baby's here to visit. Come here, baby. Hey. There she is. Want to meet her? That's Lucy. She's my baby. I'm wide now, but I was very skinny, young too. I'm 5'11". You know what? You're a little bit taller than I am. I just found out I'm 5'10". I was 6'1" when I was younger, but I've lost inches apparently from, I guess, in my back. I don't know. Lucy, what are you doing? Stay right there and lay down. I used to weigh 124. Yeah, me too. 30 years ago, but I'm 100 pounds more now. That's about what I was. So you carry it pretty well, though. You don't look like you would be that, you know what I mean? It just doesn't, it looks different on tall people. Like I have a coworker who's like I told her how much I weigh, and she's like, "Wow, there's no way you weigh that much. You look like you weigh like 140." And I'm just like, "No, believe me, I don't." And if I weighed 140 pounds, I would be like all sucked up. It just looks wrong on us. Yeah, you know what? I didn't like being big. Uh, One thing I liked when I lost the weight was I was able to walk up an incline easier. My joints took it a lot easier. Then the thing, and I wasn't as winded. And because I work with students and I have to sometimes, well, not now. Now I'm working in middle school, and the students, now I'm working in middle school, and the students, I don't have to chase after them. But when I was over at the elementary, I had to chase, I mean, literally break out into a run and chase after them. So that's a nice thing about losing weight. But you know what? I haven't been told yet that I weigh about that right now. And um I haven't been told that I look too skinny with this weight. But when I got down to 160, I got told people had told me that I looked like I was too skinny, that I was getting, I don't know, gaunt looking or something. And I, trust me, weighed way less than that. Like you said, you used to weigh 124 pounds. That's about what I weighed. I weighed about 120 to 125 pounds when I was in my early 20s. And um, I don't know. I just don't see how I looked sucked up, and I did, I don't know. Uh, I don't know. I just drew a blank. It's so funny. Um, uh, I don't know how to answer that. I know that you have diabetes, right? Exactly. And health issues is what makes it really hard. I know that. Um, Diabetes is one thing I don't have. So maybe that's what made it, I don't know, a little bit easier. I have hypoglycemia, and you got really hardcore diabetes, don't you? So that's like, you have to be so careful about how you diet. Yeah, I know. I saw it on Facebook. I saw that they gave you steroids, and it like triggered some kind of response. Yeah, it triggered some kind of response in your pancreas and shot your your insulin levels up really high. And I don't go on Facebook a whole lot, but I followed that because I was like, oh my god, you know. I'm so glad that you got home. But then to top it off, you had the flu, and they gave you the steroids because you have the flu and you have asthma, right? So just, when you have like the asthma and you have diabetes, and I'm not sure everything else, but when you have a lot of health struggles like that, you have to be so careful when you're trying to lose weight. It's really hard. And I mean, you have to eat a certain way for your diabetes, but you also have to eat a certain way to lose weight. And then, if you have to exercise a little bit, if you want to lose weight, well, even just movement. And I'll tell you something right now, I dropped all this weight without really doing any exercise. I moved more. Once I started losing weight, I started moving more, but only at work. Because once I got home from work, I really was not interested in going out and doing walks. I do New Year's resolutions. But I'm trying to think of something that's going to be reasonable for myself. So I'm just going to walk. All I want to do is just go walk I want to try and go every day, but I'm not going to, I'm going to start off like once a week, maybe, start off my way up to, at some point, go walking for 30 minutes every day. Oh, yeah. You know what? I've heard about the keto in some areas, but I've heard a lot of not so good things about keto. So I sometimes I don't mind eating keto just because I don't eat gluten. And keto is gluten-free. But I do for myself as far as, keto goes. And it's supposed to, like, it could help a person. It says it could help a person with um, seizures, with a number of, but I don't know. And if you're doing keto, you have to, I don't know. It's so iffy because you can't, with keto, you can go halfway. You have to go, you can't say, oh, see, that sucks. That totally sucks. If you're going to do keto, what I read was you have to follow the diet to the T, and you have to like take vitamin. So, well, I'm glad you lost weight, but I'm not glad that you were sick. Hopefully. So Lucy, what do you hear? Is Rowan home? I think my son might be getting home pretty soon. My son went to go pick up, yeah, it's like 7:36 here. So, hey, by the way, this in March or April, I have to look. And I'm hoping that I can tie Maria into being one of my drivers. So it was nothing of this. So it's just you and I know right now, and maybe more if anybody watches this. But I got to talk to her and see if she'd be willing to do the driving, because I don't have anyone else that can shush. I don't have anyone else that could do the driving. My son is most likely going to take the time. Go on. Go on through the bathroom. Go on. I have one son, the one that was in the accident in January, could feasibly, but he would have to have permission from his ex to with, because he won't, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't want to come out of, come here. And you can say hi to JaTon. She's with me right now, but come on. Do you want to meet my son? He was the one that was in the accident 4 years. Rowan. Come on. Will you pull it out of the oven? Hold on a second. Here in a second. He is going to go pull the oven, the food out of the oven. The oven out of the food. So, you know where I was. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to Texas. So then Daniel, I'm hoping, I mean, if he can go, then I can stay with my sister. Does not want, she doesn't know Maria, and so I don't, all that is, but he got named, I don't know where the name came from. His, the deal was that if it was a boy, he's my stepson, but if it was a boy, he would get his mother's initials, and if it was a girl, she would get my husband's initials. But even though he's my stepson, I've raised him since he was 7 months old. So I'm his mom. And I love him. Come here, Rowan. Daniel's in the bathroom. Daniel, you want to come in here and be on my live stream with me? Are you all right? I'm sorry. Rowan!
No!
Come on, come on, come on. Come on.
I don't want to live stream.
Okay.
I don't do that crap.
Say hi.
Hello.
That's my son, Rowan. Yes, I'm happy. Don't be a poop head. She says hi.
Okay.
JaTon. Come on, Lucy. So, thank you. I think so too. I think all of my sons are handsome. But of course, I'm a mother, and we're supposed to think that. Hi, silly puppy. Come on. Get up here. Ah. Oh, get up here. Go, 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 go. Shush, 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 shush. So anyway, I've already been on for 41 minutes and 33 seconds. Oh, somebody else is on now. Who else? Hello? Hello? Who's on? Wasn't your husband having a health issue not long ago? I don't know. Possibly. My husband is the healthiest thing in this whole household. I'm telling you right now. So if he was, I don't remember it right at the moment, but it's just obviously left my head because I don't know. I don't think my husband has artificial hips. So he's having problems with his hips and he has really bad arthritis in his hands. But in general, health issues, he doesn't usually have. Oh, whoever else came on, it left. Bye. So yeah, but anyway, I was starting to say that I went on my phone and I watched a live stream. I haven't been able to watch a live stream or participate in communication in a live stream in a really long time because the bandwidth is ridiculous here. So I'm looking forward to being able to do it with Big Bear Homestead because I love watching them. I might be having hip replacement and total knee replacement soon. Oh my gosh. My husband should be having a total knee. Blah, blah, blah. Can I speak? My husband should be having a knee replacement soon. Well, let me rephrase that. First, my husband needs insurance, and he's going to get that when he retires, which is soon. Then he should be getting a knee replacement, and he's going to have to get another hip. He started getting artificial hips when he was about 9 years old. So I think he's on his third set of hips right now, third or fourth. And so the last time they did titanium and they did a really, really good job. Oh my gosh, hip surgeries these days. And my ex-daughter-in-law, she just got a new hip. She's, I think, 30. And she's doing great, and it's just, I'm so glad that they were able to do that for her too, because she's 30 years old and it sucks being in that much pain and having to chase after little kids, So, I have a feeling that I was just talking to my husband. I have a feeling I'm probably going to be needing a hip at some point too. I was born with hip dysplasia. And so they had to form, I had an incomplete hip socket. Yeah. I had an incomplete hip socket, so my oh, thank you, dear. So my, did I burn it?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
Just where it was up against the.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry, I'm gonna have food here at the same time. I made turkey meatloaf. And it turned out good. Awesome. So yeah, I started getting pain in my hip. But I was born with yeah, it's my quick cheapy meal right now, but we're gonna have fish tomorrow. My soon to be son-in-law, don't know when, soon I hope. He's a fisherman. He does not fish by trade, but he is a it's just a hobby. He goes almost every weekend, and I have rockfish and yellowtail. I like the lighter colored fish, but not too long ago he caught a 200-pound tuna. I did not care for the flavor of that, but bluefin goes for a pretty penny, like $25 a pound. Free bluefin when some came my way, because I just really didn't care for. I'm not a big tuna fan. So, but I like the rockfish and the bonita. Yeah, 200 pounds. Can you imagine that? He was having a hard time finding places to send it. So normally, so yeah, so they share their fish with us, and we are going to do a fish fry tomorrow. I was going to do it tonight, but you have to defrost fish slowly, so it doesn't fall apart and stuff. Let me see something. Now, according to this, there's 2 people on. I don't know who else is on, but hello. I'd love to see you say hi in the chat. So, anyway, yes, so fish. We're having fish. And I have a ton of it. I have a lot of fish. I can't eat it all the time. I've just not, I don't love it that much. And besides, the ocean fish has a lot of mercury in it, and I don't want to, I don't know. I don't know if that's bad for us, because, there was a period of time where people ate a lot of fish, but yeah, it is good for you. Really low in fat until I fry it. I bread it and fry it most of the time. The only fish that I like baked is salmon. I don't know. Maybe some other lake fish tastes okay baked, but the ocean fish I really don't care for baked. I like it fried. I use coconut oil and olive oil. I use the really healthy oils, excuse me. So, yeah, try to keep it as healthy as possible. But I'll bread it in like cornmeal, and yeah, I think it tastes great. And then sometimes I'll do fish. And my son-in-law, or excuse me, future son-in-law, he makes the most delicious tartar sauce, and he uses like pickle relish. I know that, and he uses red cabbage and maybe mayonnaise. I don't know what else, but it tastes really good. So I'm going to get the recipe from him so I can make it. Because normally I don't like tartar sauce, but I like fish. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow, is fish. Enjoying some fish tacos. So anyway, when I go to Texas, if I cabbage. I make my own tartar sauce too. Yeah, I've never had it with. I mean, prior to my son-in-law, it never had cabbage in it, but it he just puts red cabbage in it, and I think it tastes really, really good. And but when I go to Texas, I'll be staying either in Anna or in Trinidad. So I just don't know what the situation is. My sister's I don't know why I think she just doesn't want anyone there that she doesn't know. I don't know. So I think Trinidad is close to Dallas. I'm not sure. And Anna is about maybe 35 minutes away from McKinney. So hold on a second. Let me see. Hold on 2 seconds while I get my phone out. Let me see. Come on, phone. Oh, it died. So it's going to have to boot back up. So, yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Trinidad is a little, that's where one of my best friends lives. And it's a little retirement community, and there's a lake there. So, but I'd never been there before. I know it gets ridiculously hot, but doesn't all of Texas get really, really hot? That's like 5 hours from you. I have family in Ravenna and Paris, but I've only been once when my aunt died. Trying to figure this out. And then, so is that Trinidad or Anna that's 5 hours from you? I'm going to take a bite of this. Okay. Google. Oh, the one by McKinney. That's Anna. Yeah, my phone died. Now I'm getting all these Google Maps. Yeah, I'm curious about Google Maps. Okay. I'm curious about exactly where Trinidad is. I've never been there. Last time I went to Texas, I didn't get to go see her. So, she's been my friend since we were 15 years old. So, she moved out there with her husband a couple of years ago. So, I'm really looking forward to seeing her house. Lubbock. Lubbock. Did I say it right? Okay. Maps. What I have. Okay. So, sorry about eating in front of you. It's already like 7:54, and I got dinner on late. And if I eat too late, then I have to stay up late. I can't go to bed full. Well, it's not helping me. I think I have a map program on here. Can you see me if I go like this? Because I brought up another screen, but by bringing up another screen, I can't see the. That's what I'm putting. Hold on. What was I going to look for? Trinidad. Texas. Okay, let me look. And then while it's looking for that, I'll look over here. Yes, I still see you. Oh, cool. Okay. I figured as much because the camera's right there. So the camera still sees me. I didn't cover the camera. It's just the screen. I made my own visibility to be able to see myself on the screen, which is a little bit distracting. I made that part go away. All right. So let me see. Trinidad, Texas. Let's see if I can. Come on now. Shrink it down. There's Trinidad. What's it next to? Okay. Trinidad Lake. She lives right on Trinidad Lake. So what's closest to it? That's what I'm curious about. Come on. Don't make it too small. I won't know where I'm going. I'm not from Texas. Okay. Corsicana, it looks like, and Athens. Okay. So Trinidad is near Corsicana and Athens. Do they sound familiar to you? Fort Worth. I've been to Fort Worth. I love that place. That's where they have the cows go through, right? The Longhorns. I did some great shopping there. East Texas. Okay. I wonder how long of a drive that's going to be. I mean, my sister's near, is in Anna, near McKinney, and then I'll want to see my mom and my sister, but if my sister doesn't want me staying at her house, if I come out with a friend, because I don't have any, it's going to be easier to drive out if I have 3 people. Otherwise, we will have to pull over and sleep. So I wanted to make it easier. If we have 3 people, each person can do 8 hours of driving. We did that last time and it worked out great. And we can get there in 24 hours. But so if it's just my son and I, then we're just going to have to pull over and sleep. It'll take us longer and that'll cut into vacation time. But hey, maybe I could do some sightseeing. Nacogdoches. Oh yeah, Louisiana's right next to Texas. Durr. I'm like, what? I work at a school, and the history teacher is having all the students learn all the states of the United States. And I was like, oh my God, I don't know where all the states go anymore. So I've been practicing on a map so that I would know where everything goes, because, oh my gosh, I had pretty much everything on the west, like from Texas over, memorized, but on the other side, I didn't remember. I thought Ohio was in the middle of the state for some reason, but actually that's Iowa. Yeah. Been a while. Important that I know where this stuff is if I'm going to be teaching it to them. Because I work in special ed, so I have to, actually teach them. So I support the teachers, so I can even take them to another classroom and work with them. I homeschooled all my kids in all my kids when they were in like 3rd, 4th, 5th grade or something like that. And then I went, then I put them in school because I didn't do it right. And I ended up, they lost a whole year. No, the schools and nobody would recognize that I had homeschooled them because apparently I was supposed to go through homeschool legal defense, or I don't know. My friend used homeschool legal defense, which you can use any kind of curriculum you want, and they will back you up in case the state gets weird about it. So when they went back to school, they had to start. They lost a whole year. But I did do it through a Christian homeschool with my daughter when she was in high school. So, oh my gosh, I've been on here over an hour, a little over an hour, just like a minute over, but I can't believe it. This is the longest time I've ever live streamed. So, pretty cool. So I should probably jump off now since it's been SOS. Oh, yes, we used Aloha Omega SOS. Yeah, well, I didn't, and that was pretty stupid because my kids lost. But I mean, I taught them stuff, but the public schools didn't want to recognize it. So, but I would have homeschooled all the way through had I have known what I was doing. Is it a Christian one? Do you use curriculum from them? We did that with it's called Grace. Grace Christian Homeschool. You have to, it's like the way it's worded. Like if you put in Grace Christian Homeschool, it doesn't, something else comes up. But if you put in Grace Homeschool, or I don't know, something like that, it has to be worded a certain way, and then they'll come up when you're looking for their phone number or whatever, looking for them on Google. But they are great, and they're still there. As a matter of fact, if I wanted to go back and finish my education, because I got my GED and never got my diploma, so I could go back and get my diploma through them. So, and I've thought about it. So I wouldn't mind having my actual diploma. It's nice trying to encourage my students to get their diploma if I already have my diploma. I mean, I've done college and all kinds of stuff, but I don't know. It seems like it would feel good if I had my diploma, you know? So, what are you doing, Lucy? Why are you making all that noise? Anyway, been on an hour, so I think I'm probably going to get off now and finish eating my dinner and go bug my kids. And it's 8 o'clock now. So I am so happy that I'm able to do this now, and I'm going to be doing it again. But I'm going to have to schedule. I don't want to step on people's toes, which I'm pretty darn sure that it won't be hard for anyone to decide who they want to watch if I come in and step on somebody's toes. Well, I will talk to you later, JaTon. I hope to see you here another time. You have a good night. Bye.